Hello, welcome, all that yada yada blah blah. We have a new guy joining us for these sessions as Nietzsche is busy with schoolwork for the foreseeable future. If you would please introduce yourself.
No, thank you.
No?
No. I'm Dandemir, or also called Vyacheslav. So yeah, I'm a bad person. Let's have fun.
He's a kebab.
I see. Bacon, racist as ever. First it's gringos, then it's kebabs.
He's never gonna live it down. Ever.
Okay. So, you have, Vyacheslav, just finished your most recent mission, and the mortal in question has been grabbed, turned and sent off to serve as a shovelhead, having outlived their usefulness. You have now been commanded, as we discussed yesterday, to head to Toluca in order to shore up the frankly crappy skills in interacting with mortals of one of the local packs, if it can be called that. You are now on the street with your two retainers. You have a vague idea where Toluca is. It's some 40-45 minutes away by car, provided you had a car, or a long-ass way away on foot. How would you like to proceed?
What time is it exactly?
It's the beginning of the night. Essentially, you have just finished packing your few meager possessions and no, I want it to be in all players' journals. There we go. There we go, yes, looks good. Did I do the wrong thing? No, yes, you don't want to be edited by all players, fuck that.
I kind of saw a stats for some person.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Just, don't expect permanent access.
Oh yeah. Anyways, I think my first action will be. I mean, I could do a lot of things. Can I call a taxi or something?
Do you have a phone?
Does my fucking nerd have a phone retainer?
Not at the moment, no.
Is there a payphone somewhere?
This is 2012, believe we said in-game. I don't believe payphones are a thing anymore.
Oh.
They are in very specific locations. Is there an airport nearby?
Would you like to make a perception check to find the nearest airport?
I probably could try to do it off, probably, but let's not do it. Is there any sort of possibly like a cafe or something or nearby as well? Like just somewhere that's like a little bit like filled with people but not with too many people?
There's probably one somewhere. As far as you know, you've been here for, let's say, 2 weeks. This is a rundown residential district. Essentially, you just had access to a cheap apartment that the Sabbat had arranged to have rented while you were handling your latest mission. You're not really a local.
Okay, so can I just go to one of these cafes or something and try to find somebody? Or try to go to find a bartender or something?
Sure. Okay. I see no reason to move you to a tile set because you're not initiating combat yet. I do believe you have Jackalope beat there. So... that's a plus. Ah yes, there are a couple of people enjoying some drinks as it's not too late. And you can certainly head inside and speak to the bartender.
I go into the bartender and I try to...
You go into the bartender. Okay, roll initiative.
I meant go into the bar and go talk to the bartender. And I try to talk to him, seductively or just try to try to like make him like a little bit into me. So and ask him if he would if he has a phone or something that I could use real quick.
Alright, you can certainly do that, but before we go any further, let's do one thing. I want you to roll 1d10 plus 3 to determine how much blood you have in your system at the moment.
Okay, so roll 1d10.
Yes, and
Plus 3?
Plus 3, yes.
8.
Okay.
3, 4, yeah, that's about. Should I put something over here in points per turn?
Yes, you would have 1 point per turn. You'll
Okay.
start getting more once you hit Gen 9.
Okay. So, anyways, do I have to roll anything to see if the bartender will give it to me, like give his phone to me, or what?
I think you can do a charisma expression. To, you know.
Yeah, charisma expression.
Yes, or actually it could be charisma empathy. Depends on how exactly you want to play it. But yeah, whichever one suits you actually.
Well, I'll go charisma empathy. So that's 7. What's the difficulty?
6.
Okay. Do I get any difficulty like modifiers for having my merits?
Yes, you would. I will let you make it a 5, so simply because you do have your merits, but you're also not particularly humane, all things considered.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go.
Doesn't he have Blush of Health?
Bruh.
That's a good point, but even if it was a difficulty 3, it wouldn't make a difference in this case.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how you'd reach difficulty 3, though.
Friendly face, enchanting voice.
Oh, he had friendly face, too.
And if you say that Blush of Hell completely negates the inhumane thing...
The general point of Blush of Hell is so that you do appear humane without having to overcome that gap.
Yeah.
True enough, however, in most cases that's for vampire that's on humanity. The path thing is more of a deep down something's not right about them feel rather than a physical evaluation of them being just too fucking pale and cold.
Yeah.
Good point. So yeah, it probably somewhat counteracts it, but the feeling's probably still there, so hey.
Yeah, with one success, he's willing to call someone for you, but he's not willing to let you use the phone, much less use it unattended on your own, I think.
Okay, then I'd like to politely ask him if he could call a cab.
Sure. He certainly does that while your two ghouls just mill around suspiciously outside, making the patrons really uncomfortable with their presence. Your creepy nerd guy proceeds to creepily grin at someone.
God damn it, he's gonna have his lesson.
Okay. A few minutes later, the cab arrives.
Okay, I enter into the front seat while my retainers actually go into the back seat, and I proceed to sort of, as well, can I use a first present and try to awe the taxi driver?
Yes, you can, but keep in mind, this would hit your ghouls as well, because it goes by the willpower levels of the people involved. So you would have to roll for it to see how many people it would affect.
Yeah, I'll do it. I mean, they're still my ghouls anyways. Nothing bad should really happen unless it's too high.
Yeah, nothing bad will happen, except in the case of, somehow it not actually hitting the taxi driver.
Yeah. So what do I have to roll exactly?
I think it was charisma performance, if I'm not mistaken.
Difficulty 7. Yes.
Charisma performance, difficulty 7.
Yep.
Yes, I believe so.
Just my luck.
Alright, that means one person with the lowest willpower. If I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yes, you're right.
That should be it.
Okay. Well, you can't really tell who got affected by that. You may proceed.
Okay.
Well, in theory, he could roll something like perception empathy to see if he can
Or-
tell who looks like they're affected.
Or I could probably use my level 2 Auspex maybe to see their aura if that affects anything.
Oh God, really?
You know, given your cleavage, the taxi driver has been staring at it when he thinks you're not looking anyway, so it would be kind of hard to tell.
Okay, then I guess I'll try to sort of, like, how do I say it? Like get up on him. No, I mean, not get up on him.
Roll dexterity
I mean,
athletics.
in the sense of like seducing him and whatnot, just making him like trying to make us drive. Just make him drive to Toluca. Actually,
Wow.
So you wish to be very suggestive.
yeah, yes.
Okay. I actually do have what the different seduction rules would be up, so if you want me to go into that.
Well,
Honestly, I
Or if the ST wants to recommend his own thing, either way.
you can try to seduce them. Keep in mind, though, it will be somewhat high difficulty roll, probably, which the awe, if it worked, should counter to some extent, because you are asking him to go way outside his normal zone of operations, and he could well be risking his job doing that.
Could I ask him like how far? Like how far can he actually hit me? At least like what terms do I know?
Probably a ways outside this town, but not much further. Keep in mind, though, you do have Dominate up to 3.
I do have that, but yeah, I'd probably
It also
rather
doesn't
try to
cause
use
blood.
I know. I'm trying to go with the more without using my power boost for the beginning. But now that you notice it, like if that's actually increasing my difficulty, I think I'd actually go with Dominate then. So I'll just try to give him a command just to drive all the way to Toluca.
Okay. Describe the exact command, as in exactly what do you tell him to do? Because I will be trying to twist this in some way.
Drive to Toluca, drop me at the center, don't make me pay money for the cab. That's it, I guess. If that works.
Okay. Roll manipulation leadership.
Manipulation leadership. Difficulty?
You don't know his willpower, so roll at 6. Okay. His eyes go glassy and he turns facing forward and starts driving.
Okay. Oh god. I feel like I've done something bad. Yeah, epic.
We'll see.
You totally brain fucked him. That is a thing. Alright, you arrive in the center of town in Toluca without any incident, strangely enough, having handled that in a lot of ways much more smartly than the others. Though, to some extent, it is having equipped you with,
Yeah.
having equipped yourself with the tools. Okay, He pulls over near the city center, and what do you do next?
What do I do next? First of all, do I know, like, was I informed of any contacts when I entered the city that I should know of?
No, not really, other than the pack itself.
The pack itself, do I know where the pack is located?
Yeah, you're pretty sure, in fact, that the manor on the hill, looking really, really creepy at this point, is that you drove past on the way into town, is most likely the place you want to be.
Well, I guess, how long is it by walking?
I think about half an hour.
Half an hour. Well, what we could do is, first, how about I try to obtain myself a phone? Can I, like, sort of, search, like, because I'm near the center, so there should be a little bit more richer people. How about, I try to search for, like, some kind of rich dude or somebody that's actually talking on the phone, and try to, possibly, dominate. I'm actually just gonna dominate him to give me his phone by his will.
Alright. Give me a perception alertness at 4 to see if you can find an appropriate rich dude.
Perception, alertness.
Yes, I think...
Difficulty was 4?
Yes, indeed. There's always the chance of that first glorious botch, but no, you do find an appropriate rich dude. In fact, it looks like the latest iPhone. Congratulations, you're one of the fucking assholes.
A lady's gotta do what she has to do. I go up to him. Actually, I'll keep my retainers, like, in the back, just, like, close enough that they can react if something happens, but not too close to think that they're with me. And
Okay.
I try to, like,
In that
approach
case, I'm going to roll with stealth for both of your retainers to appear like they're not associated with you.
him. Oh god, if they fail. Like, how do you fail at hiding? Okay.
That's one.
This is probably gonna be the nerd.
No.
That fails.
Strangely enough, not.
Right.
I'm not associated with her. What?
Let's assume that the rich guy randomly off the street has 4 dice in perception alertness. He looks very suspiciously at your large bodyguard that is trying to look like he's not there, casually leaning against the wall, fingering something in his coat pocket.
I attempt to make eye contact with the rich man so he can look, into my eyes, and then use dominate on him. And trying to make a command, and the command being that he will give me he will give me his phone and all the money he has on hand.
Okay. He appears to be, to some extent, distracted by your bodyguard, but luckily you know that dominate works all the same. Even if they're slightly distracted, it might just make it harder to stick. Essentially, this will be at a +1 difficulty.
Okay.
Also
so
note, you keep saying command. What you're actually using is mesmerize if you're doing
well,
sentences.
yeah, but command sounds much more like it.
Mm-hmm. But yes, in any case, make the roll at 6, as once again, you do not know how much of an asshole I am with their willpower.
Well, he's a rich dude. He probably has willpower. I keep forgetting. Like, what was the role again?
Manipulation leadership.
Yep, manipulation, leadership. Okay. Difficulty was 7.
6 is what you
6.
presume it as.
Okay.
Okay. He focuses on you, kind of leans back, slowly stretches out his phone, hands it to you, reaches into his coat pocket, brings out his wallet, and freezes.
And freezes. Okay. So can I sense his aura for a second with my level 2 aspects?
Perception,
You can.
empathy, difficulty 8.
So that was perception, empathy, I think.
Yes,
Yes.
at 8.
Perception. Bruh. Come on. Not my day. Yeah, the nerd's just hiding somewhere in my bout. Like, my nerd's all the way over there.
They're way down the street, heading towards the banner. He's just standing there, looking at you, blinking, frowning,
Okay.
trying to shake himself free.
Okay, before I try to do any... like, 2 in a row. Like, it's been too bad, too good. So it should be good now. I want to use... I want to use Forgetful Mind on him. And...
I can feel the dice gods breathing down your neck after you said that. We know how this goes. But go ahead.
what do I need to roll for Forgetful Mind?
It's with subterfuge.
Wait, subterfuge. Okay, difficulty.
Roll at 6. His eyes go glassy and just hang by his sides as he recounts how a strange woman just walked up to him and demanded his phone and his wallet.
Okay. So can I now? Yeah. Now, can I alter his mind now, or like his memories, or did I just make him forget that?
In theory, yes, with this roll you could slightly alter what happened here.
Could I alter his memory of ever getting an iPhone and make him like Samsung?
Considering that he's had it for at least several weeks, I think, and that it's tied to his credit card, probably not. That would be a major alteration of memory, not a slight adjustment.
Okay. How about him? Making him think he dropped an iPhone and just lost it into the sewers or something?
What did he hand over his... Oh, never mind.
Well, yeah, he did give it to me, but like, if I make him not forget, like, think that he dropped it or something, and I just go away with it, he's like just not gonna even know.
Keep in mind,
Was
you
not
could-
going to mention.
adjusting memories is harder than just wiping a event entirely from their mind, so you could just blank this whole encounter out from them.
Fine, I'll just blank it.
Okay,
the sewer thing
no
works.
mistakes then.
Sorting works. You could certainly do that. It's up to you.
Yeah, but like, I would be doing a little bit too much now that I think about it on just one guy for like something that's not really that important. I hope. I hope. I've yet to see your storyteller capabilities of fucking me in the ass.
I hate to say it, I kind of help undermine the other players, I admit.
Me and Epic are a team.
I'm a terrible person, I admit it. But to be fair, I undermine my own characters half the time as well.
Oh, bitch, please, you undermine them when it suits you. I will fuck you one day really hard. I have still got high hopes for this Tremere. He may yet get you. Okay, in that case, the event is blanked from their mind, and you now have a shiny new iPhone. How would you like to proceed?
Sorry, the Skype. So like Skype just went for a second. So I now have an iPhone and some money, right?
No, the thing is still in, or the wallet is still in his hand.
Well, is anybody looking? Is there anybody else around?
Roll perception alertness.
Perception, alertness. Difficulty is 6.
Yes, indeed. There are a few passerbys, but no one really paying attention to this in particular.
Okay, I'll just try to sort of like attempt to just pass right next to him and just like snatch it out of his hand, like really fast.
As he's coming out of the trance from the mind wipe, you mean? Okay, give me a Dex larceny roll.
Dex larceny roll. Okay. Difficulty.
6, but it might be countered by his... you need to re-roll that and take your celerity dice into account, because you have more than that in it.
Okay, so dexterity, celerity, and larceny?
Yes,
Yes.
celerity
Celerity adds.
to all dex rolls, essentially.
Oh, okay. 1, 2. Okay. I'm gonna get fucked now. Okay, the difficulty's still 6, right?
Yes, but it's a contested roll versus his 4 dice of perception alertness. Fuck. Okay.
Got it.
You manage to slowly slide the wallet out of his hand as he looks around in confusion, shaking the fog from his mind.
Hey, okay. So I'll just be walking away casually, trying not to be suspicious or
There's a
anything.
faint voice from the iPhone. Jim? Jim, are you there? What's happening, Jim?
Just hang up. Just hang up. Oh no, actually. I go on the phone and says, Jim's not available now.
Roll manipulation subterfuge, you evil bastard.
What's the difficulty?
Presume 6.
Yeah,
It'll go down from there if stuff is aligned.
What? Who are you? Put Jim on right now!
I just hang up the phone at that point.
Okay, and where are you off to next? The manor, I presume?
Yeah, I'll first up get back boat with my retainers and then continue to the manor. Also, can my retainer nerd somehow modify the phones or I'm just gonna have to modify the phone so I have a new number or something, or will I have to do something much more legal and complicated?
Ever owned a phone before?
I'm not really that good for phones. I'm actually kind of horrible with that.
Good to know.
You buy a new account, put in a new SIM card, just...
Yeah. Nah, that's kind of the obvious thing. Just going in a fart mode. I could probably do that. So, oh yeah, by the way, I check the wallet. How much money do I have?
Give me a roll of 1d10, $50 per point on that.
1d10? Just 1d10?
Yes.
Yes.
How much is it gonna be a 1? Oh!
Apparently you have $500. He was really set for a night on the town.
Oh, yeah. Now I see why that woman was with him.
Don't forget credit cards.
Yeah, I just, can I, just check his entire wallet? Who he was, what he was, all those credit cards, no. Just finding
Now
out
you'll
what...
be able to find out what he was, but...
Well, I mean... what he is, what does he work as, if I can find that, maybe. If there is, any notification in the wallet.
Keeps up.
Okay. Roll 1d10 for luck. 1 or 2 is bad news.
1d10, just a roll, okay?
Yes, just for luck. Oh, so close. He would have been part of secret security if he had been 1 or 2.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, you're an asshole storyteller.
He was a. He was some sort of a manager in a local entertainment establishment. Apparently.
Nice. Does the name state it? What it's called? The local entertainment establishment?
You're asking me to come up with all this crap on the fly.
It doesn't matter. What? You're going to visit it later?
Well, who knows what kind of entertainment I could find.
I figure you just go to whatever one you find.
You know, there's business cards called for a club called Midnight Rose. Apparently, there's strippers there.
I like it.
Wait, I think I've met you before. I just can't remember.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Excuse me. Is it just because of my looks that I just seem so charming?
I swear I met you before.
Well, they say I look like Penelope Cruz.
Alright, you have a fancy new iPhone. And you
Yeah.
have a nerd to hack it. So you don't get traced by it. Good news.
So, yeah. By the way, I'll still proceed to go to the manor, just by walking, nothing special.
Alright. Very well then. In that case, we move back to the map of random things. And we arrive at a mildly weird looking person who does not look entirely natural, even if people only notice it after conversing with them for a while. Bacon.
Hello.
You stand on a street corner after having been told to go to some place called Toluca and continue your experiments there. Because fuck you, we're sick of you, stop unleashing your crap on our town, go there, they need people there. You're not wanted here. Get out.
So
They took
how
your
far
last
away?
Igor.
Oh, no, they didn't. I will kill
They
them.
used up your Igors in the fighting and they took your last one as a fuck you and bound it to themselves instead.
I think I need to make new Igor. So, where I am, how far from Toluca?
They said that it was off somewhere to the south of you. About an hour.
An hour driving or walking?
Generally speaking, driving.
Alright.
So the plan here is to turn into Zulu form and run there, right?
I don't think that I already have this discipline.
You have vicissitude up to 4 based on what you bought, so in theory you do.
Oh. Let me open the book. I did not read about vicissitude for just about 3.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and roll 1d10 plus 3 to see if you have the blood to turn into a beastie.
No,
Wouldn't
I'm
risk
hurt.
it. Are you hungry?
probably.
This is gonna be more of a traditional trip over there, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, beacon of the unholy, cast no reflection. So you're just on the street, clutching a small bag of dirt. Yep, with just the clothes on your back. How would you like to proceed?
That's a good question. I think that I should hunt something. or someone.
Alright, you wish to hunt.
Wish for a Merry Christmas. We wish for a Merry Christmas.
In the town from which you have just been exiled.
Yeah, I mean, they took my Igor. I will hunt a mortal. That's how life works. Probably will kill a few.
You're kind of really quiet and muffled, Bacon, actually.
Really?
Just a little bit. And I can hear
So-
someone furiously whispering to Epic not to fuck them the first chance Epic gets. It never helps, he will do it.
When you ask more for him to not fuck it, he will do with more pleasure.
Okay, Bacon, what kind of role do you want to use for hunting? How do you hunt?
Probably dexterity roll. Can I use manipulation subterfuge?
In what way?
Hey, you come here. Hey kid, want to buy candy and drink from a kid or look like a drug dealer? That may work.
So you want to take a kid, entice them with candy, or promises of candy.
It may work, right? But could
Okay,
possibly go.
roll manipulation subterfuge at difficulty 9. Given your crappy appearance, the fact that you're a man, the fact that it's nighttime, the fact that every kid is told not to do exactly what you're asking them to do, with this exact example, so let's see if someone is stupid enough to go for it.
Alright. If it works, I will be very happy. It fucking worked.
You have candy, mister?
Yes. Just come here. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
I pretend to take something from my pocket and jump at the kid. Fighting him.
Okay. How much blood do you take?
All of it? Not
Okay.
all of it. I let some blood on the kid. Just 1 point. How much I get?
Okay, so you're leaving 1 point in the kid. You get 4 points then. What do you do with the broken, lifeless form after you're done, you monster?
I just throw at the corner, maybe a garbage can on the sewer, the closest.
Actually, you are hungry. Taste of blood when hungry is a 7th difficulty
I think it's
roll, which means you're in frenzy.
Oh. That's nice.
Okay,
Like-
you forget the body and rush out into the street looking for more. You may add 1 more blood point to your pool because you would not have stopped while there was any blood in the body. Okay,
So
I guess your
think that-
choices come down to left or right at this point.
I think he's south. He will go to south.
Okay, you rush southwards. And as you rush southwards, you find a pack of tourists. Some 12, 15 people.
Oh, it will be great.
How do you proceed?
I'm still in frenzy.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He will go for the closest tourist. Use his strength and to grab him and bite him. No, actually, he will use some vicissitude on him. It will be funnier.
Okay. You grab an old lady and you bonecraft her chest. Roll medicine strength at 7 and subtract a blood point. This is how it usually goes, by the way.
I realized a lot of not thinking. It seems.
Hey, I'm in frenzy. I don't have a choice. Difficulty is 6,
7.
7.
Nice.
Okay. You grab her by the shoulders and pull them forward as the bones shatter in their sockets. The tourists watch in shock. What do you do then?
I look at them and go for the next one.
Well, the old lady falls to the ground screaming in pain. Okay.
I just want them to run.
You grab a teenage girl next. What do you do?
I will train her. Just bite her and start training.
Okay, you bite into her neck and start draining her. You hear screams around you as everyone goes running. Or so it seems. You may refill your blood pool by 10 points.
Oh, now I am not full. Almost.
In that case, you can start rolling instinct to come out of the frenzy. I would prefer if you would mute yourself if you're clickety-clacking away in the background, though.
Difficulty for instinct 7 or 8.
7. Don't botch. Okay, keep rolling. Okay, you keep going. And you keep running. You run down a third tourist. What do you do to them?
I run at what?
You catch another tourist as they're running down the street away from you.
He doesn't need blood, so he will just continue to go south. The beast thinks that, well, the last thing that he wanted to go south, so...
Oh no, you can switch targets if you successfully roll instinct, but having caught a guy, you're not letting them go unless you have another target.
So I will just mess up his face a little bit.
It might be a different situation if you were angry and went in a frenzy, but you're in a hunger frenzy, so...
Though, to be fair, don't those end after if you start getting successes once you're not hungry anymore?
It actually just says you go into frenzy. It's up to you on how to handle it. Always has been.
Yes, indeed. In that case...
They hate giving concrete things on what happens during frenzy or rot trek.
So describe exactly what you do to this guy, keeping in mind that the beast is not a nice person. They're not gonna give a fuck about keeping people alive. Blood, gore, and guts.
He will just completely disfigure his head and try to turn it in a cup so he can drink the body blood.
Okay, in that case, I need you to roll strength medicine at 9. As this is a pretty major alteration, as you're effectively trying to amputate most of the brain.
Oh,
Oh, God.
wow. That's great.
I was gonna do this anyway, but this feels so much less like me just being an asshole and so much more justified. Bacon, you succeeded doing it. You may also add having a fanatical witch hunter on your trail as a flaw to your sheet.
Nice.
And so Society of Leopold comes to town.
It's
Welcome. We have drinks and drugs.
so it's always me that fucks up everything, right?
It seems like there's a pretty good mix, actually. To be blunt.
To be fair, with what was effectively a 5-dice botch, I gave you a fucking antediluvian to deal with. So I could be a lot more cruel here based on precedence. More so since in Springfield, that wasn't hard mode VTM as this is.
Well, at least I can make the cup, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
made the cup.
Yeah. How about we switch it from just a single one to a small squad?
Oh, it would still be a squad, as in lesser hunters coming with them like it was with the dwarf. But
Okay.
just
Maybe
add it as
sometime.
having... Just add it as major masquerade breach consequences, and I will come up with all kinds of ways to screw you with this. In fact, let me just add it to the GM notes of your sheet. Fucked up bad. 4 ones. In
7 out of
fact,
10.
suffering to come.
Yeah, I'm used to this.
Okay, you drink from your cup as you hear sirens in the distance. How would you like to proceed?
I continue to run south.
On foot.
Wait, I have. Let me check my.
You will come out of frenzy after doing your fucked up cup thing. So you will be able to act.
So, can I use my horrid form now?
Guess you can. Would you like to use that to run faster?
Well, if I'm already fucking up everything, why not go full on, right? Yes, I would like that.
And that's why that's why Camarilla can't have nice things. Let me see. What does it add? All physical
3 dice to all
attributes
physical.
Well, that seems appropriate then. You get on all fours and start running down the street. Okay. Given that this stands out as there are lights on said street and people, I don't think I even need to roll for this. You hear a
No.
chopper getting closer overhead.
You see, new guy, it's like this how you do it. There is any sewer nearby?
Roll perception
You're out of
alertness at 8.
city!
Not quite yet, he's approaching the outskirts. Roll perception alertness at 8 to see a sewer while going past at full speed.
How much dice do I have? Oh, I've lost.
Doesn't-
Okay, roll to soak 3 points of bashing, as you have just been shot straight in the ass. Okay, you take 1 point of actual damage.
No, that is the perception.
Oh, yes, indeed. And roll the soak. As for the perception, you see a tiny stone drain. You probably can't easily force your way through this.
Can I get out of my form and enter the storm drain?
You can try. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
And the masquerade breach just keeps on going. Oh, these players are just a gift that keeps on giving, aren't they?
I'm not sure why he did that. That makes no real sense.
I know.
Okay, you spend a turn changing form. As you are shot again. So, please soak. Keep in mind you already have 1 damage. No,
No.
they die in far funnier ways. This is just how they suffer. This is him just drawing aggro. The real threat comes later when he deals with the consequences.
This is nothing. I've been in worse times.
And this is why you are told to leave this fucking town. Okay, it ricochets off. You stand next to the storm drain now in your human form. What would you like to do?
I go to it and run, probably. If we'll go to the nearest river in Toluca, if I'm lucky.
Right.
Are you aware of what a storm drain is?
The things on the street where when it rains, it takes the water and it goes to the sea or the river.
Yeah, it's meant to. It has child safety laws in the first place. So
Essentially, there's a metal grate on there, which means that even under the best of circumstances, you're still facing a pretty hefty extended strength check. With 5 strength, I would say it would be possible for you, but you would still need, I don't know, at least 7 or 8 on an extended check.
I just buff my strength.
Okay. You can buff it to 6, but you still need to succeed at an extended check while people are shooting at you.
also remember that your dice are slowly decreasing.
Yes,
I can buff more. I can use 2 blood points per turn, right?
Yes, you can buff to 7 if you just want all the strength you can get.
Yes.
Let's say 8 on an extended check at difficulty 6 to slowly just pull it out of the half-rotten concrete. Okay. This is a headshot, which misses. The bullet whizzes past your head.
Good job.
Go ahead
I'll keep
and
trying.
Go ahead and make another check. Oh,
In
actually,
fact,
no.
maybe just make all the checks we need to see how long it would take in the first place.
No,
Wait,
because
no, we can't do that.
yeah. And they
His
can,
dice will
actually,
decrease,
you need to
yeah.
re-roll that, because I did say difficulty 6.
Really? You said difficulty 8, no?
No, he said 6.
I
Once
said
you got
6.
it, yeah. He said 8 at the start because
I
he
said
didn't
8
have enough
successes.
strength.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, that 10 went away, which means you have 1 less success. Sweet! Roll again.
Oh, fuck, I forgot about that.
Okay. There is no shot this turn. You may roll again. The grate
think I got
comes flying out of the concrete into your hands. And let's see if we can get 1 more good shot as the sniper has now reloaded. Ah! Please soak for lethal as you are shot in the back of the head as you triumphantly raise the grate.
Oh my god, that's
Blood
great.
goes splattering across the wall in front of you as the bullet exits through one of your eyes. I believe you are at 5 damage now. What would you like to do?
He's fucked now. Well and truly fucked.
Who is shooting is the guy on the chopper, right?
Yes.
I just drop dead. Defending while I heal myself.
in this last bit is lethal. They finally figured to try and shoot him in the head.
That's why the difficulty is an 8 on the shot.
Yes, indeed. Okay. You are dropped to the ground, playing dead.
The chopper is going away or something.
Oh no, it's still hovering overhead. You just hear sirens approaching and cops getting out.
So I
Oh,
heal
how
myself.
much do you wish to heal?
I just want to earn healing and just run when they last expected.
You just want to heal up.
You
Yes,
said only
just
one
one
turn,
turn.
though.
You can heal up all the way, you have enough time.
Alright.
It just takes a lot of blood, aka 5 points.
Should I give him a freebie
No.
piece of advice or just let him do it to himself?
We already gave up Voices of God giving us stuff. If it was the new
You
guy,
know,
yeah.
that's what common
but-
sense merit is for. That's why it costs a point.
Yes!
Though, honestly, in this game it should cost 3.
I
Because
don't
it's so
heal
fucking
myself.
valuable for you.
I don't heal myself completely. Just until I'm bruised.
Alright. Your
How much
eye
blood do you have
regener-
left?
He was at full after eating the tourist, so he still has little more than half, I think.
Well, it costs 2 in order to become Horrid form.
Oh,
He buffed
I
his
see.
strength, and now he's spent it to heal.
I am at
Spent
5.
a lot.
So he's at 7, right? No, 6.
I don't know what his total is, so...
I used also vicissitude 2 times, so I am at 5.
You used one of the powers before you ate the teenagers, so 6, I think.
Oh, but I drink from the cup that I made from that guy head, so
yes.
how much I get
yes.
that?
Yeah, we're considering that basically at the end you were basically full.
Oh,
Okay, at the end you are full, then you turn into horrid form, then you spend 2 on buffing strength, and then you now spend 4 on healing, which means you're down 8, which means you're at 6.
Yeah, that's right. So
Okay.
you're low on blood, but you're still going strong.
Okay. You can hear cops approaching and standing over you.
but I said that when I heal myself I would just run before they expected.
Okay, you can get up and run if you wish.
But they are over me now.
No, they're not.
You
No,
can
no, no.
run when
They're
they
not over.
start coming into the alley if you wish.
Oh, so I just run.
Okay. You get up and start running, quickly picking up speed. Okay, I approve of this.
I don't approve of this. I don't approve of this.
Please soak 6 lethal. Oh, don't worry, this gets worse.
Hey,
These get-
so too.
This gets worse as the cops behind you are also gonna attempt to fire. These are
Yeah.
bashing shots though. This is the second guy firing.
Come on, I almost doing my record time on dying. Please, continue.
And
Don't worry.
the bullets bounce off. The hedgehog's
On the other
still
hand,
stunned,
you took
though.
4 more points.
Yes, he
You're
did.
now at mauled.
He might
I
just
just-
end up at your door delivered in a box at this point. Just take him. We're done with him.
Do you remember that you can now only move at 3 yards or meters per turn?
I will use 1 willpower to ignore wound penalties.
Okay. Top cake. Top cake. Top fucking cake. And you are gonna keep running, right?
Yeah. I'm into storm drain now, right?
No, you decided to head down the alley instead of trying to force your
Really?
way into the tiny storm drain. Because that's a small space you would have had to use your strength to try and force your way in there. Well, they were
And
pulling
probably
you out
take
by
it-
the legs.
I'm probably taking at least a couple turns in order to do in the first place.
Indeed. You do not get a proper, easy-to-use sewer with just one success on the perception, I'm afraid. That would have required a lot of forcing your way through it. I would have let him make his way through that gradually, but it would have taken
It's a
a
storm
lot of
drain.
strength. Yes. It would have taken a lot of effort. Because he's a tiny guy, judging from the picture, really, scrawny, so he might have been able to force his way through it, possibly using some flesh crafting to aid him. But, yeah, no. Not this quickly.
So, how far are the cops from me?
The cops on the ground are at the other end of the valley. You are near the exit and about to turn the corner on the other end. The chopper, however, is still overhead.
There is any buildings nearby?
Everywhere.
You're
Ones
just on
that is
the
open.
you're on the outskirts of the town/city, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But don't expect skyscrapers or anything like that. But
Yes.
there's a bunch of houses.
Any establishments like bars or something that is open?
Not that you can immediately see, at least not within running distance for one turn.
So I need to get a cover from the chopper. Mhm.
I have the next shot input and ready to roll. I'm just waiting for it now. Go on, Bacon. Choose. You have already chosen poorly. How much worse could it get?
I don't know. I could just ask help from demonic powers.
You can
You've
try
already
that.
done that way too many times.
Do
I
you wish
know.
to do that?
No. This time I want to die with dignity. Well, not, but without demons.
Alright. To proceed.
There is any house at one turn of distance from me that I can just jump at the window?
You could force your way in through the back door of one of the apartment buildings here. You know, like low 3-4 story ones. There's a couple of those. Do you wish to try and force your way through a door?
No, I would take some time and I will probably get 2 shots by then and die.
Choose, Bacon. Choose.
I'll be honest, I'm not sure I can think of a way for him to avoid another shot.
He's gonna take at least one, most likely, yes. He
There is
shouldn't
any
have.
cars nearby?
When he had the chance, he shouldn't have healed. He should have actually. Oh, whoops, I actually rolled it. Oh well. Okay, so we know that happens. Yay. Okay, what do you wish to do, Bacon?
He was going to see if there is any car nearby so he can get under.
Okay. There's a car just on the other side, on the street, on the other side of the alley, where you're coming out. You can certainly dive under it if you wish.
No, it won't work. Fuck it. He will just continue running, looking for a place to get out of the chopper.
Okay, you keep running, you run for one turn, there is no shot. How would you like to proceed? Keeping in mind you're still wounded and still taking the
Do
penalty.
note, you're still mauled, actually. You should spend another willpower point in order to run a decent distance.
Indeed. Actually, it occurs to me that the guys on the ground at least would have been able to take their shots.
Well, good to know.
Good thing I remembered that.
Yeah.
top fucking keck. So that's 5 bashing. Suck it, bitch!
Roll for soaking both of those.
He can't, he's in torpor. He has to stand.
Yeah, it's impossible. That was great.
Best fucking... This is a fucking record.
I know. Sometimes I admire myself for doing these wonderful things.
Did you happen to make a backup of your backup character?
Honestly, I didn't expect Bacon to quite manage this. On that note, we can take a 2-minute break while we figure everything out.